Lesson 28, the normal probability distribution. Example 2. IQ scores are normally distributed with a mean of 100 and a standard deviation of 15. What percentage of people in the population have an IQ score of at most 120? Well, here we're told that IQ scores are normally distributed. Thus, we know IQ scores follow this normal bell-shaped distribution. To completely describe the normal distribution, we need to know the value of mu sub x, the mean, and sigma sub x, the standard deviation. Well, those are given to us. Here we're told that IQ scores have a mean of 100. Thus, mu sub x equals 100. And they have a standard deviation of 15. Thus, sigma sub x equals 15. Now, we could find the percentage we seek. The percentage of people in the population that have an IQ score of at most 120. So here we have to determine what value of the random variable x would correspond to at most 120. Well, at most 120 means the most or the highest IQ we would have is 120, but it could be anything lower. So at most 120 would translate into less than or equal to 120. So here we're trying to find the percentage of this normal distribution that has values of the random variable x that are less than or equal to 120. That means 120 is at the upper limit, and all the values less than that all the way to the absolute lowest IQ. Here it seems reasonable that IQ scores are not negative, so that would make 0 the lowest IQ. So the percentage of this normal distribution that has at most 120 would be everything from 120 all the way down to the absolute lowest IQ, or 0, as our minimum. Here, when we're given values of the random variable x, in this case the at most 120, and we want to find the corresponding percentage or probability, we would need to use the NormalCDF command. The NormalCDF command on the TI-84 calculator requires the input of 4 values. The first 2 values, the L and the U, define the interval for which we're calculating the percentage. In this case, the at most 20 has a lower limit, L, of 0. Now, we use 0 as the lowest IQ score. But if you didn't happen to know what the lowest IQ score was, to be safe, we just have to enter the absolute lowest number that we can in the calculator. And the absolute lowest number that we can enter in the calculator is basically close to minus infinity. So if the minimum value is not known, enter negative 9e99, which is the calculator version of negative infinity instead. The e is the expanded exponential or scientific notation. This way, if you don't know what the minimum value is, using negative 9e99 absolutely guarantees you that we've gotten to or past that minimum value. Comma, the U, the upper limit here, is an IQ of 120. So here we're finding the percentage of the people in the population have an IQ score between 0, which is the minimum, up to 120, which is the most. The last 2 numbers are mu sub x and sigma sub x, the mean and the standard deviation. Mu sub x, the mean IQ score, is 100, comma, sigma sub x, the standard deviation, is 15. So now we can enter this command on the TI-84 calculator to find the percentage. The NormalCDF command is found in the distribution menu. We get there by pressing second, DISTR, arrow down to find NormalCDF, press enter, and then the 0, comma, 120, comma, 100, comma, 15, close parenthesis, enter. So we have our result, which rounds off to about 0.909. So now we have the result. Multiplying this by 100% gives us the percentage. So about 90.9% of people in the population have an IQ score of at most 120.